Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of a Katie Lund creation. So today we are going to be making a super cute, super simple reindeer card. Now I know that sounds sort of weird, but basically what we're doing is we're going to take Gathered Twigs Distress ink from Tim Holtz. You can also use tea dye to do this, or really any brown ink. I did Gather Twigs because it gives it more of a darker, bolder effect, whereas tea dye gives it sort of a light, sort of just a lighter effect basically. So what I've also done is I took a little sponge dauber as well, and all I'm going to do is just ink up my sponge dauber here with its corresponding Gathered Twigs ink pad, or distress ink, sorry. Ooh. Try not to get it everywhere, it's like I do, but whatevs. And then what we're going to do is, this card is a 12 card long by 3 3/4 tall. So I'm just going to daub one there, and you can sort of push it in, move it around. You really don't want to show any spaces, like gaps in between. So if you see this, there's still all kinds of gaps. I'm just going to sort of come in, circle this around. They don't have to be the perfect size because they're reindeer, remember? And then come in again and do 3. I've only done 3 in a row. You probably could do more, but I've only done 3. So now we're done with this distress ink, so we can put this away. I'm just going to let this dry a bit, and you're going to see it sort of puddle and get all sort of bumpy. So I'm going to let that dry by using my heat gun here very quickly and just zapping it. Okay, so it's not 100% perfectly dry, but it's dry enough for the purpose of what we're going to be doing. I'm going to take this brushed corduroy distress marker from Tim Holtz. I'm going to use both the brush and the fine tip, but I'm going to use the fine tip for now because we're going to create their antlers. So because I'm right-handed, my right hand's going to be in the camera, but you'll see what I'm doing. So basically, see if I can get this in where you can see, I'm going to take it and just basically draw a line straight up on both ends of my reindeer's head like this, on all of my circles. Okay, and I'm going to come back in with the brush tip and make the little points on my reindeer. Now these don't have to be perfect because antler points aren't perfect. But basically, I'm just sort of going like that. Okay, so I have these googly eyes here. These are super tiny googly eyes, and they like to stick to everything. So what I'm going to do is, I have my hot glue gun set up here. And I'm just going to come in with my glue gun and just do 2 little dots, roughly close together, on all of my reindeer circles. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my tweezers. These are just regular tweezers that you would use on yourself. I used to have the actual scrapbook tweezers, but I lost them. So I've just been using these. I don't really need a desire to. So I don't really have a desire to go out and get the other ones. So these ones work just fine. Down, Holly. Sorry, my dog is in my scrapbook room today. So that was her that just barked. She likes to come up and sit with me on my chair, but while I'm filming, it's a bit hard because she also likes to move around. So she's on the floor for now. Oh no. That's okay. That'll fix right up. So then all these glue strands, you can just peel them off or try to. I'll fix mine in a bit, but. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is take this marker. This one is actually a Recollections signature marker. They're similar to the distress markers, except they're not distress markers. These are just regular fine and brush tip markers, and this one is called Brick, and I'm going to use the I'm actually going to use the brush tip this time, the fine brush tip, and this is going to make their smile. Okay, so I'm going to be using two different stamp sets for this. The first stamp set that I'm going to use is this one. This is the Hero Arts Christmas set, and as you guys know, I love to store mine in CD cases, so it has different sayings, things like that, little presents and trees and stuff like that. But this is CL343. I'm going to be using both the Happy Holidays sentiment and then the Ho 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 sentiment. So for the Happy Holidays, I'm going to stamp it in Versamark ink because we are going to be embossing. Okay, let me get my dryer sheet here to prep my cardstock. This is just going to go down here in this bottom right hand corner. And some people use the Inkadoo Magic Powder Bag. I just use regular dryer sheets. This just ensures that any oil that is left on your hands or that was on the paper, when you put the embossing powder on, it won't stick to places where you don't want it to stick. So this is gold embossing powder. This is my favorite embossing powder out of all of them that I have. One of my favorites, I should say, sorry. This is from Recollections, and I just love it. It comes out so nice and fine, and it's just fabulous. And I have another glue strand. So I just put that on there. And now I'm just going to take my heat gun again and just zap that. And it is going to warp the cardstock, but that's okay. I just love the way that it melts. It melts so nice and fine and so pretty. I'll just go over here and do this, just so if there was any warping, it'll sort of bring it back out. So while I wait for that to dry, we are going to finish on the outside, but I'm going to move to the inside right now. And how can I... Okay, just so it doesn't flop down. I have the Ho 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 stuck on here, and I'm also going to take this one off. Hold on here. Oops, sorry, I keep on dropping everything today. This is the Lost and Found 2 stamp set. This one is called Sunshine Lovely Stamps by My Mind's Eye. And I know this is not a very Christmassy stamp set, but I really love this, what's the word for it? Thing. I'm going to call it a thing. You guys know what I mean. I just love it. And I thought it would look perfect on this. Now, the only thing with this is that the adorable, lovely, and sweet sentiment is stuck into it. But I'm only going to ink up the outside. And I'm going to do it in the red. It's actually burgundy, but I'm only going to do it in this one. This is Stampin' Up's Bravo Burgundy ink. I'm really getting into Stampin' Up inks. I've never really had the desire to have them, but now that I have it, I must say I do really like it. So I am inking up the entire stamp, and what I'll do is I will go back in right now with my baby wipe here and just wipe off the adorable, sweet, and lovely in this because I really don't want it. Okay, hopefully that worked and it won't wreck my stamp. But this is just going to go down here. I'll just wipe off. This is a dry baby wipe, and I'm just going to wipe off all this ink that's on the block, just so it doesn't get onto my card. Now, normally I don't put anything on the inside of cards because I like that space to be for my, I know I don't say this right, for my recipient to write, but this time I did. Now, a little bit of the stamp did get in there, but that's okay. Because I'm going to come in with this one. This is the Ho 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 from the Hero Arts pack, and I'm going to go right over that. Just like that. So it says Ho Ho Ho. And just because I'm going to go over it one more time, this time on this side. And it is going to overlap with the first one, and it could possibly go outside. That's okay. And just to make it even, I'll go over here on this side. My head will probably be in the camera here. Sorry about that. There we go. So now we have Ho Ho Ho. You can put this ink away for now. Okay, my hands are all full of ink. Sorry. So that is it for the inside of the card. What I'm going to do on the outside is some snowflakes and some mistletoe things, stuff like that. So, let me see here. Hi, Holly, honey, hop down, please. I have my little mistletoe hooked on this side and my little snowflake hooked on this. Now, because I save this to the end, the reason why is because this color box ink, although it is beautiful, takes very long to dry. This is the color box pigment ink in Frost White. I really like this ink, but as I said, it takes an enormous amount of time to dry. So I don't like to use this ink that often because when I'm done a card, generally I put it in an envelope and I send it. This card doesn't really allow for that when I use this ink. So we'll see, but basically, I'm just stamping this. It comes with a little snowflake in that Christmas kit. Or sorry, not kit, stamp set. I'm just stamping the snowflake all around. Not really in any particular order, just sort of eyeballing. And now I'm going to come in with my mistletoe. So, put this one away. Because it's already green, I decided to use my Bravo Burgundy ink pad again from Stampin' Up! To do this. You could use another green ink, but I wanted to use the red, so just stamp a couple of those. And then you can always go back in, and if there's any places where you think you want either more snowflakes or more mistletoe, you can put that in. So, we're almost done with this card. I'm trying not to touch the snowflakes because they are not dry. I'm just going to take my EK Success Corner Rounder and round the two side top corners. Sorry, that's not right. The two corners on the right hand side. That's it. And that snowflake smudged it, but that's okay. So that is the card for today. Super cute little reindeer card with the corners rounded and the little sentiment inside. And there's still plenty of room for the recipient to write. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And check out my blog. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.